Ahoy folks, and welcome back to Into the Breach. One of the nice things about not forcing myself to stream this game is that I can record brief segments right after work, which means that I might be a little quieter than normal and a little more tired than normal. So, let's just jump straight into where we left off, with the Frozen Titans. Now, this squad is very interesting. Primarily because you're not actually supposed to be in that mech. You're supposed to be in this mech. But it's because most of this team is based around this weapon, the cryo launcher. It's very bizarre because if you fire it, it freezes not only your targets, but also you, which means you need to repair yourself, effectively wasting a turn or block a Vex spawn, or just otherwise be silly with how it works out. However, with Bethany Jones, it's a lot more forgiving. You don't freeze because of the shield. Which does make it seem a little bit, how should we say, maybe cheap is the wrong word. It makes it a lot more powerful, but also maybe not as fun. I don't know, it's this weird mix of counteracting a weakness that is still interesting to play around. Either way, if any of you think that this is too easy, keep in mind my track record. There's not a high chance that Bethany Jones survives to the end of the first island. Oh boy. Otherwise, the other weapons are just kind of odd. You have the Spartan Shield, which flips the direction of an attack. Yeah, okay. And then the Janus Cannon, which is basically shoots both in front and behind. Probably works about as well as you think it sounds. So let's see. Pinnacle, of course, is going to be an easier area for this team, primarily because, well, you can just freeze everything that's already frozen. And we can just freeze everything that gets missed by the already freezy things. That being said, however, we probably want to pick a area that we know that we can manage for the first one. I'm almost thinking Detritus would be another good first go. Do I want to deal with the spider boss first? And I also should look at the achievements. Shoot the cryo launcher 4 times. Trick shot. And pacifist. I'm almost thinking maybe... I think Detritus might be the good first one, because that armor Vec is going to be a little annoying, but we have the acid to potentially whittle down the leader faster. How much damage does each of these do? You do 2 damage and you do 1 damage. That's actually not too bad. Let's go here. Did I mute the music? I think it's screwed up because I went to the test mech. That's a bug. Destroy acid vats, defend the train. That's actually not a bad idea. Freeze the train. Let's freeze the train, yeah! Okay. So... you guys are going to be a nuisance, but we might be able to flip you around. Again, you can't even do any attacks to yourself, which is fun. You are going to attack this, unless I give you something else to attack. You do 3 damage. Let's see. you kind of have to be in the front lines, so I think you'll be the one that starts off here, so if you end up getting here, you can just shoot him immediately. You will be good there, and I'm going to put you here so you can freeze the train. Okay, you're not webbing the thing I thought you would web. You are webbing the thing I thought you would web, and you're just being a thing, really. Oh, that blocks a Vex spawn too. Oh, you're gonna be fun. So, let's see. So this is a fairly obvious move, as is this, though that actually doesn't do any damage. Not that that really matters, I guess. We're not trying to kill enemies, we're just trying to avoid problems. Freeze that. Shoot that. Flip that. And end turn. You're doing about what I expected you to do. You are going to be a nuisance. Okay. Well, I mean, I can take one hit from that. That's fine. We can freeze you so you don't unfreeze that. And we can just bash you so that everything loses armor. We haven't even moved yet. Oh dear. Okay, so you're webbing something different now. And last turn. So freeze you, flip you, flip you. I think we're gonna end up getting like 2 achievements in the first mission. That kills you. So shoot you, flip you, and freeze you. It worked. Surprisingly, I didn't get this. Because did I fire it 4 times, or did I only fire it 3 times there? Block Vex spawn is going to be relatively easy. Methinks. Acid Vats. Slightly less so. Chemical runoff will destroy the hive. There's already a lot of chemical runoff, bud. Teleporters. Teleporters is interesting. There's not really any area I want to try to rush to. This one might not actually be too bad. Block 3 Vex spawns. Especially since we could just freeze the Vec. Push the Vec onto the spawn and then, well, you don't even have to freeze the Vec. Or acid vats. Let's do teleport facility. Let's try this. Okay, so you are probably going to attack here or here. So we want to maybe put you here to facilitate. Well, actually, you move first. So you will attack these. You might attack this, and then you. If you attack this, you won't do a thing. If you don't attack this, you will attack that. So let's put you here to kind of block that. I like you being here, And you there. Okay, did what I expected you to do, to a degree. Ooh, I see a good play. I see a very good play. So I move onto that tile and then shoot in 2 directions. Fancy. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Then I can move you to here, flip your attack, and then freeze my own mech. Actually, I'm gonna have him freeze you, I think. Let's see. Moving you here is a fairly no-brainer, because that kills you outright and shoves you here. The problem is then how to deal with you. So I can't move you over to here. The challenge here is that we don't really... I could also just move to here. I don't even have to use the teleporter. I can move here, block. Which might actually be better. It's a matter of dealing with you, which we might just have to do with the freeze. Yeah. Let's start with this. We could also just block it with the shield, but if it's only one shot... Let's just do that. We block 2 spawns. So this is fine. Kill you outright. Yeah, it leaves us a little bit vulnerable, but should be okay. I think we'll freeze. We'll freeze you so you don't take any extra damage. Or we could freeze you. So bash you, freeze you, and let 4 things spawn in the next turn. That sounds fun. Might not be the ideal play here, but takes slightly less damage. Oh, an armor scion. So, this is a good play, but we do still have this thing as an issue. We could just freeze this. Freeze you, kill you too. There's an easy way to deal with you, is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Could move to here and punch you out. Which methinks I will do. Whack. Whack. And we will freeze you again, because we like freezing you. You're fun to freeze. This is a good play, I think. This is also a good play. Don't think we'll kill everything, but we'll do the best we can. And there's our cryo expert. It's green ice. I think Bio ended up pointing that out in his playthrough with this squad as well. It's a little awkward. But, I mean, everything's taken care of. And that's the main strength of the cryo mech, is that it just puts the piece out of play. So what's our last achievement then? Trick shot. Yeah. That's gonna be interesting. So we have a lot of options for our last mission here. I kind of want to try aiming for... You've got power generator. Take less than 4 mech damage. And the venting fields. Well, this worries me because I don't know if this is the sort of mission that's just going to toss a bunch of ugly Vec at us through the acid pools. Destroy the acid vats. This one could be an issue, but it might also be an easy one to get the trick shot achievement with. But at the same time, there's like no real good positioning for... Acid vats. You know what? Let's try this one. There's so much acid on the field that it might not actually be that bad. I don't want to do that one, really. Or this one. Because we don't really need the power cores, or the reactor cores, because there's not really a... I mean, there's some things to upgrade here, but... I'm indecisive. It's not a good thing of mine to have to manage. Okay, so you are going to attack a thing. You are going to attack a thing, and you are just being a nuisance. So, let's put you here. Let's put you over here. And put you there. Just so we can start bashing the acid vats. Quick-like. Well... This is interesting, but not necessarily in a good way. Almost wish that you did not get frozen there. I can freeze you, go here, bash this, bash that. It goes onto this, blocking a spawn. Then I can just go bash. Well, then how do we deal with you? How do we deal with you? We might flip this attack and then bash this way. And then freeze you instead. I think that'll work. It means we're going to be stepping in the acid ourselves, which is kind of the opposite of what we wanted to have happen, especially considering our mechs are kind of squishy early game. But, you know... and freeze you. Alright. There's what? That was a little weird. This is admittedly a little weirder. Not 100% certain how I want to manage this. I want to bash you, maybe freeze you, and then... What I could do is I could move this here, bash you, don't kill him, but I can take one hit from that. So push that, have him destroy that from here, blocking a spawn. Or I could just freeze this outright. I think I like this play. So push you, you do damage to your buddy, move you here, and flip that thing's attack, because that's exactly how that works. And go freeze that building. Okay, so the acid vats have been destroyed. This is being a bit nuisance-y. Okay, so this is a good play. This can go take care of that, and then this can go freeze this. Somehow. What's your move? 1, 2, 3, 4. You might just have to do your thing, so I might just go grab that instead. Actually, you know what? Block a spawn. And that's really the point there, is that now the spawn's blocked. It's not going to do a problem. It will free me for the next turn. That's how that mech's meant to be played around, instead of utilizing the semi-cheaty shield method. We've got options here. Who fires first? You do. Then you, then you. Let's see. I mean, all told, really, this is the only thing that we need to deal with, and then this is the only other thing we need to deal with. So let's do this to freeze you. Move you here to... Well, that doesn't kill you, does it? It does not kill you. It does not. I mean, we push you from here. Put you here to freeze you, then have you bash him. I mean, it works. A much more straightforward team than the Steel Judoka, it feels. And what do we get? We get a grappling hook. Not exactly what I was expecting, but it's something that's free, so we might as well put it in. Meanwhile, what do we want to put for... I suppose we could get the shield while bashing. I'm trying to think of what that would be useful for, though. You will be useful with the Janus Cannon extra damage, I suppose. We could also get the shield ally, which... If we didn't have Bethany, that would already be kind of an interesting, synergistic thing to fiddle around with. I think we'll do just the extra damage for now. So I'm not really seeing any other... Yeah, let's just do extra damage. Fairly simple, but it works. And I guess nano silos, less than 4 mech damage. That or venting fields. Could also just do containment zone D. Just have to defend a power generator. That's not too bad. Let's do nano silos. It's got conveyor belts, and conveyor belts are awesome. Right? Right. So you are just gonna have whatever. You might not even attack it. You're gonna go over here and attack. You'll move. You might be able to... No, you're gonna go like here and attack there. So I'm gonna put you there. You kind of have to be between these two tiles here, and let's put you there. That's not what I expected. Maybe I should have expected that. Don't play tired, kids. Otherwise you'll be tired. So this is a really strong attack. Which means that you can then go run up here, block a spawn. And just flip you around. Meaning that we have to deal with you. Actually, no, you idiot. I don't have to worry about you at all, so I can just move you here, bash you, and freeze you, so that you don't take any extra damage. Woots! We have a play! Boink. 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 Heh. Okay, so again... sort of a wacky setup here. So you'll bump into him, dealing damage. So if I could do 2 points of damage to you, you won't even attack. Which is, a tad bit embarrassing. In fact, I could even do this, block this spawn. Oh, but you outright kill him. That's a good point. And you also have a pushy thing. I could flip this. Yeah, because then that'll kill him, dealing a bit of damage. Yeah, I like this play. Have you two bump into each other. I can't really do much more with that, so I will have you freeze you. I guess I just used the grapple hook for the fun. Everything is armored now, which is fun. Totes fun. So you are just freeing your friend. Not really a huge issue. You are a bit of a nuisance, so what I could do... We could freeze this, move you here, kill you, and not block, but that leaves you as a threat. Could also put you here, shoot you just to get you out of the way, but then how do we manage you? I guess we could just punch you out outright. That'll kill you. You can free your buddy for no real cost, and then you can just sort of have fun shooting things. So let's start with that. Punch you out. You still can't quite reach, but that's fine. Move you to here and punch that way. And then I guess I could try to freeze you, I suppose. I could also do this, meaning that you're kind of just stuck, which might not be a good thing. Yeah, I probably should put you over here instead. I mean, that's not really too bad of a turn. Flip you around. Okay, so I screwed that up a bit. We will be potentially taking a grid damage here because of my own incompetence. We get it back, but we're not getting the damage no buildings thing. That makes this move a little stupid, I think. Probably could have put him over here instead. Well, then again, we were there. Again, there's not really much I could have done about that. I mean, we flip you. That's the obvious play there. Meaning we just kind of have to take a grid damage by choice. That's less than ideal. No, we have the grapple hook. The grapple hook is useful, folks! It's actually a thing! No grid damage! Woo! And I can repair you. Because I'm nice like that. Hey, the grapple hook actually is useful! Lies. Alright, let's do corporate headquarters and see what sweet danger we can get ourselves into them. Well, it's pretty obvious what our play is here. So you are going to be our first mover, and I'm expecting you to go probably here to attack through the buildings towards that thing. So I probably kind of want to put you here, put you back there, and you here. Just sort of give me some options. Now that there's a lot of options to choose from, but you know. Yep, kind of called it there. This is an easy kill, at least, since the acid completely removes the acid pretty much completely removes the damage buff there, meaning that you are kind of useless to me in this turn. We can freeze the corporate tower at least, which is kind of a pseudo shield of sorts, especially since you are going to have to go deal with him. I tried to sneeze and I couldn't sneeze. I hate that feeling. Okay, well, the bottom floor's safe at least. So that's a thing. I want you to move into acid. You did not move into acid, you jerk. You will, on the other hand, deal damage to you. Not outright killing you, but... Ooh. Okay, this is an interesting predicament. Okay, so I pretty much have to freeze you if you're going to survive. I'm seeing this play. Except that's not the right play to make there. Here's an idea. We push you. You still do damage to me, but you would then be able to move to flip you and kill you. We could then freeze you. Yeah. 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 So move you there. Move you here. Is there a better way to do this? Not really. Does the shield actually blocks acid, so moving here is just going to act like a giant sponge. So move you there. Move you there. That's actually kind of funny. Punch you. Oh, but you aren't the thing that's going to be there. You are. Okay, I will reset that. So if you are going to be there, I think you lose your shield either way there. Huh. Yeah, we pretty much have to lose the shield. That or just take one hit. You know what, one hit's fine. One hit is fine. Get 2 hit points on you, though. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. I don't like that because it ends up doing crit damage. Doing this is fine. The problem there is that maneuvering... Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could just go around the bend, right? And then I wouldn't even have to freeze you. Then you would actually do damage to him. Then I just need to freeze you. Okay, so we'll go with the same plan then. Yeah, you can move there. Sweet, okay, so I didn't need to reset, but that's still a pretty tasty, tasty turn. Hey! And you are probably just gonna line... No, you did not. You did not do what I wanted you to do. So I am now sad. Okay, I pretty much have to do this to get you out of the way, which is fine. You know what? That's such a good turn. That's such a good move. We're just gonna do that outright. You are wasting your attack. I can blast you into smithereens, leaving you to kind of just, I guess, go sit on a spawn. It's the last turn, so that'd be useful. Quack. And sit. We might as well freeze this building. There we go! Okay, so our final attack on this guy is to just kill him outright, which is quite tasty. Why am I saying tasty? Am I hungry all of a sudden or something? Yeah. I was gonna try to do something fancy and have him, like, do this and have him kill him, but it would be the other way around and it'd be just kind of Actually, R30, what are you thinking? R30. No, 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 don't do... Okay, so here's my idea. Pull him, freeze him. That way, when he does damage to him, it breaks him out of the ice, and then he kills him. It's a swag play. We have to. So he breaks him out of the ice, then he kills him. No, that cancels the attack. Darn. Okay. I forgot that cancels the attack. Was able to salvage it, so... I mean, I can't complain too much about my misplay there. But there we go. This is the first time we have perfected the first island in the run. Maybe I should be playing tired more often. We got an achievement, the Defenders. And we get Isaac Jones. That's a little ironic. Confused shot. We already have something better that does damage. Well, welcome Isaac Jones. This is slightly awkward because we now have Bethany Jones and Isaac Jones. There's a little bit of lore hidden in the game files about how that all works out. Still, that's actually kind of funny. Under any normal circumstance, however, I would donate him immediately to the island, because I don't think I need to use the second reset turn. That being said, I have plans for Mr. Jones. Or is it it's technically Dr. Jones. But... technicalities. Vec hormones is an interesting thing. Repair drop is... How much does it heal by? Is it a full heal? That's a thing. That's... Huh. Then Titan Fist, which is... Light tank. This is a very interesting... This is just interesting, because I don't know how this works. And this isn't a team that we need a lot of reactor cores for, either. Let me look at an achievement here. Backup batteries. 3 grid power earned. I mean, we could just get all of the grid. But, we'll have opportunities to do that in the future, I think. It's like, what weapons do I grab here? The repair drop is an interesting thing, because it's just like, heal everybody equally. I don't know how I feel about that. Feck hormones is interesting, but it's not really that useful. We will probably donate Allison here. And not just because she has 3 grid defense. So welcome, Isaac Jones. So that brings us up to 9 reputation, which would get us 3 reactor cores. The grappling hook actually was pretty useful, and considering that this mech's Janus cannon can be a little awkward to use, having an alternate attack option is not too bad. And what's more is it would mean that all 3 of our mechs would be able to give shields to each other, which would be weird. This is very, very weird. I think we'll just get 3 reactor cores. Well, what would we put them in? Damage. Movement. Yeah. I'm gonna be boring. We're gonna be boring. I wonder if this will even matter. You can tell. Optimist. Pessimist. And we'll just put it into movement. Everyone can move 4. Connect 4, maybe. But yeah, that will conclude things for today. I'm gonna go get some sleep, and I will see you tomorrow. In both senses of the word, because I'll record tomorrow after work, and you will see this episode the day after this episode goes up. I should both record more often when I'm tired, and I should not record when I'm tired. Because that was both an awesome statement and a really crappy statement. I wish you the best for the rest of your day, night, evening. Blarg.